Well, good morning. It is 10 to 6 on Friday, May 19th, and I'm here at my campsite on La Portage from hell. I can say that. It's not even a bad portage. I was the bad one going off the portage. That was my fault. The portage has been decent, but I've got the last hard stretch to do this morning. So I had a good sleep, really good sleep, considering I was beside the waterfalls. My thermometer says it's 7 degrees. It's not freezing cold. It should be, but it's not, so I'm happy about that. All right, it is 7:02, and I am ready to go. I do have the dry suit on, but I just have the top half down because I'm portaging, and it's not raining yet either, so. As soon as I started going up the hill, my legs were like right back to yesterday. Okay, made it up a little bit. Feet feel much better today. Shoes are actually on properly and not flopping. I was looking at the footage yesterday and I was laughing because I said my feet feel like snowshoes, like I'm wearing snowshoes. That's what snowshoes do, they're open in the back. And I didn't even put it together. So funny. Ha ha ha. Okay, I need my breath. Goodbye. Oh, look at how pretty. There's waterfalls everywhere. Beautiful. So pretty. Look at that. Well, just 10 minutes after leaving camp, the sound of the waterfalls is finally dissipating. Just got to the end. Nowhere else to go. Holy, ow! Tree in my head. Got a stick going the side of my head. Thankfully, it wasn't too bad. Okay. I don't know. Way better than the forest I went through yesterday. Yeah, that's the downage there. And am I at water? Or is this just a ruse? Probably just a ruse. There we go. Check my map. Still beautiful water rushing through alongside. Well, I guess I spoke too soon. More hill coming up, but again, opening. The last one was a psych, so I'm not sure, but sooner or later I gotta get to the end of this thing. Still going up. Oh boy. Oh, by looking at the GPS, I'm almost there. I got another big hill. Whew. Holy hallelujah. I think I see water for real this time. Look, I found water. Yay! Yay! Still have to get the boat, but this feels good. That's a big portage. Even though I had to stop and sleep in the middle of it, but that's okay. All right, I'm gonna put my stuff down and take a leisurely stroll downhill back to the boat. I had a nice little celebratory drink and took all the things off, PFD, everything. And now I gotta go back and get the boat and I'm good to go. As I'm walking along, I'm noticing that a lot more of this was uphill than I realized. Yeah, it's 8:02 and I can see the canoe now. So that took an hour. But sooner or later I will get it done. All right, back to my campsite. It's amazing to think that I had my tent there. It's such a little spot, but everything's back to normal. Leave no trace, and here we go. I'm not at the end. I'm like so close though. I got to that last massive hill. I didn't realize it was the last massive hill, but I was just trucking along, just go, go, go. It's 8:30, so it's been almost a half an hour. When I jumped through the creek, I felt my shoe loosen, and sure enough, that right one is really bad. Like, it was almost off, and I'm glad I have the string on it now. So I'm just undoing the knot and tightening the string to hold the shoe on. It's still on, but it just feels looser. The other side is fine and hasn't ripped or anything, so it's good. I'll have to re-repair them again at camp today. I guess I need to do a better job. I'm almost through it. It's a lot. It's a lot of hills, but I'm almost there. All right, it's 8:35. I've done all the uphill. Just got this little stretch left. I'm so happy I have finished this ridiculously long portage. I'm here. Yes. So Haps Map says I think a 175 and a 460, and then I'm on sunny water finally. All right, it's 8:40. I just have to throw on my PFD, put my pack in the boat, and I'm on my way. Wow, I can really feel how chilly it is now. I was roasting on that portage, and now the wind is coming up, and it's a really cold wind, and I'm chilly, but I think when I put my PFD on, I'll put my sleeves back down, I should be okay. Otherwise, I can always put the dry suit up, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I just have a short paddle across. Oh yeah, I can see the portage right there. There's the sign. Let's see if I'm pointing to the right place. It's over there somewhere. And when you point here in real life and then you point on the phone, it's two different things. I guess because of the angle there. Anyway, off I go. Big paddle. From the looks of it, the next portage, supposed to be my little 175, goes straight uphill. Isn't that lovely? Oh, it's not quite as bad as it looked from far away. But I haven't done it yet. I'll tell you when I get to the end. Alright, so instead of trying to figure out how to climb over this with the canoe on my head, I just brought all the stuff to the other side of the down tree, and then I'm just sliding it underneath. Alright, it's 9:02. Took me like 3 or 4 minutes. Just the end is a little weird, but it's not too bad. Beautiful little lake here. Once again, I can see the portage right across the water. I'll go back and get my pack and keep going. Almost there. All right, I'll show you a bit of the portage weirdness here at the end. Nothing crazy. First I saw this big rock and I was like, oh crap, here we go. I'm waiting for this steep downhill. I'm not sure where it is. Oh, there's the sign. Helpful. This was what panicked me at first. I just came around the side here, and I didn't know if I was going the right way or not, because I could probably go around the other side maybe. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I'm walking and I'm like, uh-oh, what's that? Straight downhill. But nope, not bad at all. I'll be in the boat in no time and over to the next portage. Yay, more portaging. Great little landing here at the portage. There's like some shallow water and some rocks, and then just pick up the canoe and turn it sideways and jump in. It's great. Oh, beautiful little landing. All right, see a loon up there, I think. And I heard one earlier too when I got to the end of that portage with the canoe. By the time I got the phone out, it was gone, but it was just doing the tremolo call, which isn't really my favorite, but it's nice to hear them. I didn't hear any loons last night, but I was in the middle of a portage. I wasn't on a lake, so That's probably why. All right, just a short little paddle away. It feels nice to paddle. I haven't barely done any paddling since I've been out. All I've done is portaging. There's my bright yellow sign waiting. So off I go. All right, it's 9:30. Hopefully by 10:30 this will all be over. I'll be on sunny water finally. Not a huge surprise, I guess, to see that this portage starts off straight uphill. Oh, seems to be the theme of the day. Okay. All right, 10 minutes later, and I am at sunny water, finally. Wow, that was quite the slog. Not this portage, I just mean getting here in general. Looks beautiful, looks nice and quiet. Hopefully nobody's on the campsite. I still have to go back and get the backpack, but other than that little bit of uphill in the start, the portage is pretty decent, no obstructions, no issues. All right, so here's the end of the portage, comes down here. Looks like somebody's camped here, maybe. Not sure where. It's pretty uneven, but there's the decline there, and just a bit of a tough access to get in the water. All right, it is 10 after 10, and I am back to the canoe with the pack. Looking at the sky now. It's changed a little bit since I've been here, not that long ago, but almost 20 minutes. It does look like it's gonna rain. Feels like it's gonna rain, so I better get moving. I believe the campsite is over in that corner. I'm probably just gonna cross the lake here and then paddle along the shore. I think I've got approximately 2 kilometers to paddle to get to the campsite, so it should take me about 20 minutes or so. All right, it's 10:45. I believe I have located the campsite over here. I think that's it. And I found it by first locating the portage. They're very close together, but not one, which is great. Well, as I'm approaching the campsite, the clarity of the water is really showing through here. Even though the sun's not out, you can see the bottom everywhere. It's really, really pretty. Like I can see the bottom all over. All right, I have landed the canoe. I am really, really, really hungry. I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna have. I'm gonna have lunch or another breakfast. Look at the water here. It's unbelievable. Like, it's so pretty. I can't even, it's so pretty. There's the campsite. I have not been up here yet. First time. Big, massive fire pit. Hot stove lounge. Look at this. Just the rocks even here. Just so beautiful. But look at it. You can see down like so far out. It's so pretty. And this tree with the roots on top of the rocks is unbelievable. Look at this. Oh, wow. It's gorgeous. Okay, let's check out my new home for the night or the day. It's just turning on 11 o'clock now. There's the portage over there that I have to take tomorrow to head to Smoothwater. And maybe a tent spot over there. Nice, and this actually reminds me of a lot of the site. I can't remember the name right now. It starts with an O. Ott Lake. Welcome to me. All right, here's a path to back here. And I'm really It's a really flat spot, but it's not. But back here, oh yeah, look at that. It's not the flattest spot in the world, but way better. Actually, the spot I was on last night was great. I must have been exhausted because I actually slept, and I usually don't sleep first night that well. Privy sign, yay! And then there's the privy. It doesn't look very new. We'll say that kindly. But it still exists. Well, just as I started setting up the tarp, the rain started to fall. It was just a little bit of a light rain. It stopped, then it started again, then it stopped again. And now it's not raining. But I've got the tarp set up, put the chair under it, got a nice spot there. I didn't quite get it over the fire pit, but I have it in front of the fire pit. So if it downpours, then I'm out of luck. If it doesn't, then I can probably still have a little fire later. All right, it's 12:15. The rain is falling. Got my tent all set up. Everything inside is done. Thermarest, sleeping bag, pillow. Got everything organized. I have my dry bag here with my change of clothes if I'm going to take off the dry suit. I have to pee at some point very soon, so that might happen. And here's my little setup. Just a nice little spot for me to sit and cook and hang out and not get wet. All right, it is about 12:15, and I've done all the things. The rain is starting to come down now. It's not pouring, but it's raining pretty good. You can hear it on the tarp, so there you go. I got the tent set up, got everything inside of it set up, and I brought a change of clothes with me so I can eventually get this dry suit off. Sooner or later, I'm going to have to pee. I should have tried to pee before the rain started, but I was too focused on getting everything set up and getting some shelter made up. I just found a stick that I'm going to put under here just to prop this up so it's not on my head. And I've got a couple of the corners and the back corners tied down because the wind was blowing it up, which has now disappeared. I came over here when I got some of the stuff for the tent, and what I did was I poured some water in my salsa. I brought just a little bit of salsa. Here it is. And I've added some water, and it's rehydrating. It's almost pretty much done. I have a wrap here, and I have 2 scrambled eggs from OTG Meals. All I have to do is add 3 tablespoons of boiling water to this and then let it rehydrate. I'm just waiting for the eggs to finish rehydrating. I've got my salsa here. It is a little runny. I think I'm going to mix it in with the eggs in the OTG pouch before I put them on. I've got some crumbled up bacon and some old cheddar on the wrap, and that's all ready to go. And I just got about 6 minutes to wait for the eggs to rehydrate. Now the good news is that the sun seems to be trying to come out. The sky is lightening a lot. It's still raining a little bit, but it's slowed down quite a bit. And hopefully the sky clears up and the sun comes out and it's a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. All right, my scrambled eggs are done, and I have to say I'm pretty impressed with them. I didn't think there was enough water to rehydrate them, but there was. My only issue is that they're not hot anymore. So now I'm gonna have cold eggs. But I have my pot here. I am going to turn on the stove here and pour some of that salsa in, mix it up real nice, and then I'm gonna put it on my wrap. Burning. Look at how fast this heats up. I know it's a weird angle. This campsite's pretty uneven, and I wanted to set up under the tarp because I'm not sure if the rain's done yet. They don't look the most amazing, but I think they're gonna taste good. Pretty good. Got a big piece of bacon. I think the cheese is melted. Eggs are great. The salsa, it's really nice. I think it's good. I'd make it again for sure. Anyways, I'm gonna wait. This is delicious. Well, hello. What's going on? It's 2 o'clock. And I finished my breakfast wrap, and then I started shivering. I'm actually shivering again now. I started shivering. I was so cold because the dry suit is great especially for the rain. I would have left it on for sure because you're totally protected except for your head, right? But I needed to go pee. I haven't gone pee since I left camp this morning, which is bad. So I'm like guzzling water right now, rehydrating myself. I just ate that wrap, and then I had a chocolate covered Oreo, and then I had a Reese's peanut butter cup. I'm probably gonna run out of those by day 3, but they're good. And I also had a bunch of cashews. So I've eaten quite a bit. I feel very good inside, but I was sitting here and I was starting to shake because my clothes underneath my dry suit, like my underclothes, were all, damp and wet from sweat and stuff. And as soon as you sit still, like that stuff just takes root. My thermometer says it's 10 degrees. So it's not like super cold or anything, but because I was wet, I think that's why. All right, well, it stopped raining, so I'm out collecting some wood. I'm like freezing. I don't know why. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? Well, the wind died right down, and it's super quiet now. And all of a sudden, I kind of stopped to listen. I can hear rushing water over here. I don't know if there's a trail to maybe a waterfall, but I hear something. There you go. A waterfall right behind the campsite. Awesome. All right, it is 3:33. The water is like glass almost. I'm not sure if it's going to rain again or not, but I have collected firewood. Not a ridiculous amount, but enough to keep me warm. Well, it's a little after 5, and I have a nice fire going. I'm sitting right beside it, getting nice and warm, and it's still kind of dreary outside here. My thermometer says it's 11 degrees. It says the humidity is 77%. So yeah, it's really damp out. That's about it for now. I'm thinking about if I'm going to make the pizza for dinner. If I am, I need to pour some water into the bag with all the dehydrated stuff. Well, 3rd time's a charm. I finally got the salsa right. I didn't think it was enough water, honestly, but I thought, you know what, just let it sit. If it's not, you can always add more. And I think it's good. So that's going to be the base for my pizza. I have garlic naan bread here. I have like a zillion million toppings. I didn't even remember I put in. I found some pineapple. I've got mushrooms. I have red and orange peppers, which are taking a long time to rehydrate. I might pick around those. I got the cheese all shredded there, and then I got the bacon. Now, I do have some prosciutto. Well, I did. Well, I still do. I made 2 prosciutto wraps, and I ate half of one yesterday. And then I got peckish, so I said, oh, I'm gonna eat this one. And I started eating it. I said, no, I don't really like the wrap, so I just ate the meat off of it. I like prosciutto, so I just ate the meat off of it. Anyways, I'm gonna get this going now. I'm gonna get it all set up. Good amount of heat there in the corner where the pizza's gonna go, and I set up the rocks. I could put the grill on there, so that's all set. Yeah, I could probably use a little bit more water, but no, it's too late. That's okay. Okay, lots of cheese. Pineapple. Snacking on the bacon, and then I had some prosciutto. All right, now the pizza is ready. I gotta go make the fire, and then I'll be back. Get this on the grill. Oh my God, my eyes are blind. It's so bad. All right, I got my pizza on the fire, and just gonna keep moving it around so it doesn't get burned. Hopefully. Got most of the fire kind of in the other part. I could move most of it away, so it's just a little bit of fire underneath it because the coals are pretty hot. And just gonna keep an eye on it. Probably take a while. Well, not only is my pizza looking awesome, but I have two very curious friends who have come by to visit me. Right in front of my campsite. Nice big pair of loons. All right, my loonies are out there. They're not saying too much. Fire's still going. I had to move away. There's just so much smoke. It's just like twirling around. It's going in all directions, and my eyeballs hurt. But here's my beautiful pizza. Isn't it gorgeous? Look at the bottom. Nice and brown. Doesn't look black, I assure you. It's brown. There's a little tiny bit of char there, but not much. So I'm gonna cut this baby. Actually, I've got it right on the beer vault. You should be able to hear a crack if the crust is nice and hard. Push down really hard, and then it just goes. Not an easy feat with one hand. I wouldn't have been able to cut it like that if it wasn't crunchy on the bottom. So that's a really good sign. That makes me excited. Here we go. First campfire pizza of the season. A+. Was good. Could have used a little bit more salsa, but it's good. There's lots of stuff on it. Yum. See you later. The hair. That was an added bonus. I mentioned that my thermometer said that it's 11 degrees, but look. You can't see your breath when it's 11 degrees. Something's not right here. Well, look what's in the sky up there. I can kind of, sort of, a little bit see the sun. I had to hurry up. I'm like, you better hurry because it'll be gone. I don't know what's going to happen with the sky. Originally, it was supposed to clear up around 7 as far as the rain goes. It hasn't been raining all day, just that little bit at when I set everything up. But the sun is over there. I might get a sunset here. That would be amazing. Very, very surprising, considering it's been cloudy and overcast all day, but oh, it's gone. Oh, maybe it'll come back. Fingers crossed. I'm just sitting here by the fire. My loons are still out there, but they're quiet as can be. I haven't heard a peep out of them, literally. I'm nice and warm, and I'm just sitting here listening to an audiobook. Colleen Hoover is the author. It's called That Girl, I think. Well, now I have 3 loons on the lake. There was one that was right here in the bay. He just dunked under the water. I got a couple pictures of him. And then the other 2 are still out here in the middle of the lake. Interesting. It might be a fight. Loons are, they pair up and they're very territorial, and it's usually like 1 pair for each lake kind of thing. Although I've seen things that go totally against it. Oh, here he goes. He's doing the thing. Hold on. Oh, did I miss it? He was doing the pose. So they're oh, there is the other loon. And they get territorial. He was like right up out of the water and stretched his wings out. Like, look at me, I'm a badass. Here comes the other loon. What's happening? Oh, he's trying to make some sounds. What's gonna happen here? What's better than 1 loon? 3 loons. There he goes. Oh. He's trying to show off. Look at me, look at my wings. Look at how strong I am. Look, I'm a good hunter. I'm gonna find a fish. Meanwhile, the sun is really trying to come out. Oh, showing off there. Oh, look at what I can do. Look at what I can do, eh? Well, honey, you better fight him. He's showing off. He's doing the wing thing. It's gonna be a fight. It's about 25 after 8. And I'm just sitting here by the fire. The original forecast for tomorrow is 15 degrees and partly cloudy. And then tonight it's actually supposed to go down. It feels like -3. Ugh. My thermometer still says it's 10 degrees, 75% humidity. I got my Patagonia on now and my fleece tights. I took my rain pants off. I was getting little embers in them and like burning holes in them. Saw a couple loons, thought there was going to be a brawl, and then the loon gave up and took off. And the other 2 went down into the bay somewhere over there. That's it. I haven't seen anything. I've heard a couple of woodpeckers and some turkeys, and that's it. It's super, super quiet here. I was like hoping to see like a moose stride out from the bay or something, or I don't know what, but so far nothing. Well, hello, it's 9:30-ish and I am in the tent. I'm all ready for bed, and I got a beautiful bird outside singing to me, and that's about it. No loon calls, no owls hooting, nothing yet, but maybe something will come up. It's nice not to hear the shh of the water. That was it was funny. I was so tired yesterday. I just slept right through it. I was really surprised. I had some weird dreams, and I woke up at like 3 a.m. I think to go pee. I drank so much water yesterday when I got to camp because I got a cramp, and I was like, oh my God, I can't have this, because I got one when I was sleeping at the Gibson River. And I'm like, no. So I just kept drinking and drinking and drinking, and then I had to pee so much. And I did the same thing today, so I'm probably going to have to get up and pee. But my original forecast is that the low is supposed to go down to about 6, feels like 5, something like that tonight, so not super cold. My thermometer here says that it's 8 degrees. Well, that's about it. I'm going to hit the hay. I will see you tomorrow for another fun-filled day in Temagami. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please click the subscribe button. Also click the bell for notifications. If you'd like to get more information on the stuff I use on my trips, please check out my website at CamperChristina.com. Thanks. Bye.